What's good, YouTube? It's Jordan here, aka Proverse, and I'm back with another video. In my free time, I was just thinking about ideas for the next video or what may be coming up. I thought to myself, what would an anime 10 commandments look like? Like 10 rules for new anime fans, old anime fans, people that want to get into it, people that are already in it, different criteria. It's not really much to try to gatekeep or anything like that. Like that's not the goal here. It's just something fun that I thought of, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Starting off with commandment number one, we have to respect dubbed anime to some extent. We gotta respect the subs and the dubs alike. And I'll tell you why. Sometimes I don't feel like watching subs, especially if it's something new that I've never heard of and I just want to get into it really quickly. It's late at night, like 9, 10 o'clock or whatever, and I don't know what's going on. I don't necessarily want to start something new in subtitles when it's that late because I might want to be on my phone sometimes. I may miss some things. So that is a big reason why I watch dubs for the most part, unless I'm totally into it. Like off the rip, I'm gonna watch it in sub. Like that's the only I'm watching it in sub really. Like Black Clover, I watched like the first two episodes when it first came out, and I was hooked on it. And I just watched it in sub. I didn't even touch a dub. I heard the dub voices again for the first time after like 2 years. Like, it was insane to me to do that. And there's some pretty strong English dub actors such as Tara Strong, Zeno Robinson, and Justin Cook, who voiced Yusuke Urameshi and Yu Yu Hakusho, which is top three best dubs of all time, arguably better than the sub. Keep it a bean. Like Yu Yu Hakusho's dub is top tier. Chef's kiss, great and leaps and bounds above a lot. So we got to give some respect to that dub. Speaking of Yu Yu Hakusho, that leads into my commandment number two: respect the OG anime and new gen alike. But the OG, as far as the OG anime, I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho with my nephew, and it kind of hurt me a little bit because he said, I don't really like that 90s art style that much. And it hurt a little bit because that's my favorite aesthetic. 90s, early 2000s anime aesthetic is my favorite. Like late night watching Toonami, and it just looks crisp and the colors are smooth. I was like, how? How could you not like the 90s aesthetic? I can understand the animation because Yu Yu Hakusho is a little shaky with the animation sometimes, especially in the Dark Tournament, which is arguably the best tournament in anime. But we won't get there. But I was just like, how could you not like it? So we have to respect the OG anime. We gotta. He didn't disrespect it, but it was just that situation, like, kind of made me gag a little bit. Pause. And the new gen anime, I know I give him a lot of crap. Like it seems like I hate new gen anime, and I don't necessarily hate him. I just think that my expectations for the new gen is far greater because the technology is so much better, and they have the highest potential of greatness because there's always new ideas. There's always new ways to portray the art, and I hold a high standard, especially for new gen anime because they're getting the the continues and new seasons and updates and stuff like that more often than some of the anime from the 2010s. Number three on the list is diversify your genres. And I put that because a lot of us get stuck on the shonen thing. There's nothing wrong with that. You can like what you like. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not telling you that you have to watch everything. I don't particularly watch mecha anime, so this is for me too. I have to watch a mecha anime at some point, like Gundam or Evangelion. I know I have to watch, and those are like iconic anime that I know that people hold in high regard, and I have to watch at some point. And it's not necessarily a mecha anime, but I did watch Tiger and Bunny, and I kind of liked it. Those suits and stuff and the CGI, and I was like, okay. I think I could probably do this mecha thing one day. So you guys know me now. I've been talking about it. I love my slice of life. I like romance. Uh, Seinen, but Seinen can be a shonen also. It's just, you know, it's relative. Because shonen just means like young boy growing up, coming of age, usually. Different definitions. And Seinen is more for like 16 and up, 17 and up, you know, with more mature content. And I really love more mature anime. Sometimes you got to get away and watch some of the Digimon and Pokemon stuff and Beyblade. So it all depends, man. It all depends on what you like. You can like what you like, but I just hope that everyone tries to get out of their comfort zone and try different things to diversify their anime palette. Number four is everyone isn't a poser. Be more encouraging to new viewers. That may sound long, but I'm gonna say it again. Everyone isn't a poser. Be more encouraging to newer viewers. When you're a part of a subgenre, especially anime, or you listen to underground rap, up and coming artists, things like that, skating, you're in different subgenres, subcultures that aren't as mainstream. And once they become mainstream, you're a little more protective of it and you hold it in, you know, a sacred place for you. And you just want to keep it for yourself for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like you want to just keep it to yourself and you don't want outsiders to infiltrate and to destroy the product and the culture. And that's not necessarily fair all the time. And I will admit there are some posers out there. There are some people that infiltrate that don't really care about the culture that takes advantage of it because it's quick money. They're monetizing off of it. They're getting clout off of it, views. We got to give some grace to people. It wasn't always acceptable. Some people are just being introduced to it. Some people didn't know it existed at all. We got to give some grace to those people and allow them to feel welcome into the stratosphere of anime culture. Oh, here goes another. This is one right here. Number five, put others on without arrogance and allow yourself to get put on without feeling shame. And what I mean by that is, for those that don't know what being put on is, uh, when someone likes a certain thing and they tell their friends about it, they're putting them on to something. They're giving them insight. They're giving them information. They're giving them entertainment that they enjoy. And some people, I've been in this situation where, well, I won't say, I've been in a situation where people felt like they didn't want to take any of my suggestions because they felt like I was going to shame them and be like, I put you on. Because some people do that. So some people arrogantly be like, oh yeah, I put him on. If you guys ever seen that RDC video, I put you on. Oh yeah, remember I put you on to that. Oh, I put him on to that. I'm the reason why he listened to that. I'm the reason why he watched that. I'm the reason why he played that video game. Like I put him on. Like you just go around telling everybody like, yo, bro, like you don't gotta tell everybody you put me on. Like I know that you put me on. Let me enjoy it. So some people do get a little arrogant and they tell everyone, hey, I put this person on to this. So we gotta like be mindful of how it make other people feel around the culture, like as far as giving them suggestions without being arrogant and cocky. And I got stuff to work on myself in some regards to that, but I don't necessarily like brag like I put you on. I probably be like, yeah, man, like I told you it was cool. Like I'm glad that you like it. You can say that. Like I'm glad that you like it. You know, and I get a little arrogant sometimes. So I'm like, yeah, I got good taste. I feel myself sometimes. It's okay to feel yourself. I feel myself sometimes, y'all. Sometimes. Anyway, moving on. Commandment number 6. Don't shame other people's tastes. Unless you're into something totally weird, like completely weird, then you probably should be shamed for some of your taste.
It's an evil world we live in.
But this is something I have to work on too sometimes. Especially when I talk about certain anime. Like when I talk about Fairy Tail, and someone tells me they like Fairy Tail, and then I just immediately be like, oh, that's the trashiest thing I've ever watched in my life. And I have the right to say that because I watched over 100 episodes of Fairy Tail. So, there. Plus Fairy Tail Zero. And Dragon Cry, the movie. So, that way. I have a right to talk about how trash Fairy Tail is. And I will continue to talk about how trash Fairy Tail is because Fairy Tail broke my heart. That's what it's really about. Fairy Tail broke my heart, and that is why I'm salty about it. And I will continuously sully and degrade Fairy Tail's name relentlessly for as long as I shall live. Disrespectfully. Forget about respect. Commandment number 7, appreciate cosplayers' talents. Cosplayers are amazing. The skill that it takes to sew, to paper mache, to weld sometimes, it's an art and it should be appreciated and celebrated. So we have to give support to the people that bring our favorite characters to life. And we have to do it tastefully to the men and the women, of course, especially for those that just want to get their art out. Like they just want to express themselves. And some people are a little negative in the comments, not just like, oh, the cosplay looks trash and all of that, but they can get pretty nasty on the internet. But you know, it's just the internet. At the end of the day, most of the people aren't going to say or do any of the things that they say online anyway. But these are people putting themselves out there. Creatives are very sensitive for the most part. I'm not saying I'm sensitive. I'm made of stone. joking. So we just have to be careful with how we interact with these creators and encourage them to continue to put their art out because I follow a few cosplayers and I just enjoy the art. Listen, me personally, if you want to get a little personal, I enjoy a beautiful woman as much as the next person. I'll be real, I'm single. Women are pretty. I love women. But when I'm following a cosplayer, I just really want to see the art and how they can make the character come to life. That's what I get excited. So, shout out to all the cosplayers. I got y'all for sure. Commandment number 8, show appreciation to the creators. So that goes to directors, the voice actors, the directors, the producers, the manga artists, the light novel writer. Like, we just gotta show appreciation to the people that makes it move, that creates what we love, and we gotta show support. Crunchyroll just did the anime awards, pretty much the anime award votings, and I voted on a few categories, especially the ones that I'm familiar with. I kind of skipped the one I wasn't too familiar with, so I didn't want to, mess up anybody's chances of winning or losing because that's kind of like, I don't know, man, it's a little messed up, I guess. But if you just vote on something you don't know about, so that's a way to support. I believe that's a way to support buying merchandise, uh, collecting manga, buying manga, collecting them. There's different ways of showing support to the culture, and or you can write about them, talk about them, do your research on them, and yeah, like just show appreciation to creators, even some of the YouTubers. I'm not saying it just because I'm doing this. I'm barely a YouTuber yet. Nah, that's downplaying myself. I'm a YouTuber now, just very small for now. Number 9, embrace what you enjoy. Now, I've never been ashamed really to like anime. I'll let anybody know this is what I watch. This is what I enjoy in my free time. I am not an anime character. I don't pretend like I'm an anime character. I know the difference between reality and an anime. So I'm not too worried about that. You know what I mean? So I've never really been ashamed of watching anything. I knew people that were like that I grew up around. They were undercover like anime heads and stuff, and they didn't want some of the girls to know that they watched that. The insecurity, and a lot of the times they really don't care. A lot of them really don't care, and if they do, then you probably shouldn't be talking to them anyway. If they're gonna shame you for some of your hobbies, like that has nothing to do with your character, or who you are. You just enjoy other things. Some people like reality TV. Oh well, cool. You like reality TV. It's okay to embrace what you like. And I was never one of those kids that Naruto ran in the cafeteria, nothing like that. You feel me? Like I wasn't going that far. But if you did, there's nothing wrong with that because you were just embracing what you like and what you care about. You probably weren't supposed to be running anyway, though. So you were misbehaving. All right. Finally, commandment number 10. The most important commandment. If you made it this far, you've done well. The 10th commandment is have fun and love how you contribute. That's all that matters. You're having fun, you're enjoying what you're watching, you're enjoying what you're reading, you're cosplaying, you're going to conventions, you're paying for merchandise, you're meeting your favorite voice actors, you're getting signed gear from them, um, you're creating videos, you're making your own anime, your own manga, your own fan made stuff, art, however you contribute to the cause of the culture, you're doing that. And that's a great thing because we always need more. It can only grow bigger. Anime is at its largest. It is now nearly a complete mainstream source of entertainment. I want to say it is more mainstream now. It definitely is. And there was some anime that people didn't realize were anime at the time, and we'll talk about that in another video. But I'm just happy to say that I've been watching anime for about 20 years now. And I watched it evolve. I went back and watched some older stuff. I'm looking forward to some of the newer stuff, even if I'm highly critical of some of the things that are coming out. I'm just happy that it's growing and there's more opportunities for more people, more voice actors, more artists, more creators. That being said, I'm Jordan, aka Proverse. That was my 10 commandments, and I appreciate you guys for watching the video. And I'm out. Peace.